All right. I believe we are live. I think it could be that we are live. There are people. We have a non-zero number of people on our Twitch. That makes me even more infuriated that Twitch is eating itself alive right now. Brian, can you send them this way while I do the chaos that is a live stream that is clearly going incorrectly?
Where do you want them to go? YouTube?
To YouTube, yes.
Right.
Welcome to our first live stream, which is having technical issues, which no one could have possibly foreseen. And it was Twitch. How could that have possibly happened? But welcome. This is the place where we are here to hang out. That makes tons of sense. Hi, I'm Austin. I make YouTube and TikTok videos for here at Uncommon Games. And we are currently in the middle of our, not our first, but our first really big public playtest. Because we did one earlier where we let some people in, but we let a lot more people in this time. And so we're just here to kind of hang out for a bit and chat about like our game, because we don't do that casually enough. We do a lot of scripted stuff with people, and then occasionally we interact on Discord, but we don't usually get a chance to just kick back and say something we regret later. So I'm going to try to get into this game because I spent the past like 5 to 10 minutes trying to figure out Twitch and it didn't work. And in that, while I'm doing that, we're gonna go kind of around the table here and introduce ourselves. Let's start with Steven. Steven, are you here? Say hello.
Hello. I'm Steven. I'm the CEO of Uncommon Games. But my background is engineering, programming. I love coding and building games, so I'm often in the code as well, besides the CEO stuff that I have to do for the company.
I think you would prefer to not do the CEO stuff. That's I think I was like, if you could make goofy stuff in games all day, I think you would probably do that.
Coding is so much simpler.
And then we have Heather, who is our creative director. Could you introduce yourself to us, please, Heather?
Hi, yes. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Heather. I'm the art director here at Uncommon Games. I joined almost 2 years ago, which is really exciting. I've art directed all of the cute little things that you see in the game, and I also designed the corgi, cat, and raccoon characters for our game as well.
You designed our character as an art director? Are you allowed to do that? I don't think that.
Well, when I was the only one available to do anything, yes.
Okay, and I finally except I'm not quite sitting. Okay, I'm not going to let people know. We're playing the pre-recorded stuff over here. They can't see me screwing up. Okay, and then we have Brian. Brian is here. Brian, what do you do?
Hello, I'm Brian. I'm the Chief Product Officer of Uncommon Games, which means I get to do design and writing and all sorts of other things. I also do a lot of play testing. And I also happen to be Uncommon Brian in our Discord, where I've been talking to a lot of folks these past few days. Even had the chance to meet some folks in the wilderness and help you out there. So I'm also pretty active in the community. It's been a lot of fun since we welcomed everyone in.
So I'm now finally in the world. I'm here. We're all here together. This is actually something that we talked about a lot while making the game. Like, we should do our stand-ups in-game because we finally added, you can see my mouth moving. Steven did a really good job tuning the lip movements. I could never, because we have actually had the tools for it for quite a while. And I could never get it to behave itself, but it looks pretty darn good, in my opinion.
It looks great.
You can see Heather's moving. That's the best part. Seeing yours moving is cute. Seeing someone else moves, he's like, that's
One thing that was awesome just now was seeing you sprint through the trees to get to this meeting area while talking, trying to hold the live stream. It was very, very cute to see the raccoon like scrambling to get into place.
I noticed that Brian's lips were not moving while he was talking. Is that because he's sleeping and we actually turned it off? I feel like we don't have that sophistication yet. I'm wondering if his is not working right now.
I saw him sleep talking.
I thought it worked.
Oh, it's working now. When I was looking, it wasn't working.
Yeah.
That's what I get for saying something. I'm never speaking ever again.
No.
This has been like, I know that like the lead up to Alpha 2, like people don't, well, we call it Alpha 2. That's our internal name for it because it is an alpha. It's an alpha test. There's lots of stuff that is not in yet that we want to be in eventually. So we've been scrambling for the past couple weeks, left, right, and center, to get things ready. It still feels like we're scrambling a little bit, even though it's like we shouldn't be scrambling, but we are. So Heather, you have been able to jam more assets. Assets is the big boy pants word that we use for things in a game. I don't know who invented the word asset for use in computer stuff, but it is what we all use now. That tent is an asset. That little plant is an asset. Our little characters are assets. Everyone here is an asset to the team, which technically is not the same thing. But Heather is like the keeper of assets. And we did an alpha like almost a year ago now, and we've added a lot more stuff. And how has that been? Brian is currently like showing us why we do not actually do meetings in game that often.
So how's it been since the last
like
alpha?
what was the process like for you, like getting assets? Like we got a bunch of like I do not actually. I was kind of up my own butt doing videos, so there's stuff that I missed, but I didn't remember seeing this couch until like I swear to God, like 2 weeks ago. So stuff has been screaming in hot before alpha, so I was just kind of curious what that has been like for you.
Oh yeah, well, screaming hot is probably a really good way to describe our production. But it's been such a joy. Oh, it's been so much fun. We started working on. We kicked off production again in December, actually, and we started off with a few concept artists. Oh my gosh, who are so talented, and you see so much of their work in here. You see Kim's adorable.
I'm gonna go to those because I know you said.
Oh yes, yeah.
Let's go to those.
Yeah, we can look at concept art. So one quick note about the concept art that we're going to be taking a look at today. So it's all from like the last, oh my goodness, like 8 months now. But there's a lot of things in here. We're going real fast.
Oh, sorry. I was all the way at the middle because, again, I'm a very prepared person. I'm a consummate professional.
Of course, yes. All right. No, you're just keeping me on my toes. It's all great. But some of the pieces that I selected to share with you all today are things that actually have been pretty recent, things that we were working on to help just put some final touches on the alpha, as well as start planning things for future updates as well. And a lot of the work that you'll be seeing is by Kim, who is our extremely talented concept artist who, oh my gosh, she just does the cutest work. Like every time I get a new delivery from her, I'm just like squealing with joy. It's all so beautiful and cute. And it's wonderful just getting to see all of her work come to life in the game as well. Some of the things that we've been working on was actually the home island. So we've always had this amazing terraforming tag player. Like I'm a big Sims fan and I love playing Animal Crossing. There's certain types of like layouts that you kind of need as like a nice canvas to get started on. So I was working with Kim on kind of like how we can create those for players. And something that all of us want for our islands is they should start beautiful. Like you shouldn't feel like you're coming into an island and be like, oh, I've got a lot of work to do here. So it should feel inspiring and gorgeous. And this first piece that we're looking at, we had taken a screenshot of the game, and Kim did a beautiful job painting over top of it to show the type of grass effects that we want to create. So it's got this like beautiful rolling hills kind of effect, like wind is just rustling the grass with rainbows of gorgeous gradients of flowers. Just lots of like fun poofy trees. And then Kim did these gorgeous rounded hills that just everything just looks so sweet and cute and huggable. And this is like a cute little image of Corgi running up to his.
We can fix it for next time, though. Now that I know what's going on.
Okay.
All right, we're at the islands now. Is that
awesome?
That where you
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yes, please. Thank you. So yes. Oh goodness, this was a bit of a daunting task, but Kim just like did the best job with this. So what I wanted to do was explore how we could create like a valley, kind of like a flat type of valley. There was actually a valley in. Oh, somebody saw the paw prints. Yes. So we actually
where are the paw prints? I don't see the paw prints.
Oh, so you can see like the main shape of the island, and then you can see the little toe beams as like little satellite islands around it. Yep. Kim is the master of hiding paw prints, and like every time I open something new from her, I'm like, where are they? And like this one just, I think I didn't realize it until like we were actually doing this together, that I was like, so yeah, it's that's what it's like working with me. So yeah,
it's so funny because like I don't remember what video it was for, what we were doing. It was ages ago, but I think Steve and I were messing around with something, and I was moving a giant paw in the sky to make clouds. Like I don't know what it was, but the shadow from a paw print actually looked pretty convincing. Is like when you're out in a field and you see like the shadow from a cloud and it's kind of like organic.
Yeah.
Paw print shadows, we could totally put those in our game as like cloud shadows, and it would look totally normal. And it would take, I mean, someone would probably notice immediately, but like generally it wouldn't be like obnoxious. Like it would actually look good. But so paw prints, they work more than you would think for stuff.
Yay! Oh, perfect. We actually have paw print cloud concepts too. But these are for our little. Oh gosh, yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, we should definitely do that. But yeah, for these little maps, I wanted to create a nice valley for people to be able to build their little dream village within, and then have different levels of terrain that they could either unlock or build, kind of like just like little tiered villages, and create little pathways up to them and everything. So we were actually looking at references of these beautiful valleys surrounded by plateaus in Hawaii for these references. And yeah, Kim just came up with like so many wonderful shapes, and I think we ended up going with the one. It's either maybe the bottom right, I think, design was the one that we decided on. So yeah, those are the cute little maps. And I'm sorry, I'll talk faster because I know there's so much work to go through. We could go to the next one.
Chip chop chip, Heather.
Sorry, I'll try to go faster. It's just all so pretty. Oh, yes. Okay, so for Alpha 2, we also designed our very first little set of custom furniture. A lot of the furniture that you see in the game right now are temporary assets from the Unity store, but we created our own little cozy cottage set, which is a blend of traditional American furniture and coastal styles with a bit of a 1950s pastel retro palette. And I just love how that set turned out. It was so beautiful. Again, Kim just did like the most amazing job, and we're working with an incredible studio called Room 8, and they loved working on all the 3D. It was crazy how fast they made all of these pieces. I delivered it, and I feel like within 2 days we had everything done. So you're not wrong, Austin. Like these things were in the game in like a blink of an eye. So yeah, we made these very quickly. But you can see some of the pieces that are already in there. And then we're also working on some cute little kitchen pieces as well for like a future update. And I don't have these in here, but Kim also like had cute little examples of like when you open up the fridge, there's yummy little foods for your animals in there too. So there's just like so many cute hidden little details. And the direction for our furniture as well is it's based on or inspired by handmade miniature models. So everything kind of like the details are like they can't get too small because a human hand can only like make them like so small. So like a lot of the stitches are like extra big. A lot of the fabrics are a little extra thick because they're not quite scaled correctly. So that's kind of the vibe that we're going with. And that way you just kind of want to pick everything up and look at all the cute little details like a little miniature model.
It's funny. Steve and I were just talking about this today, about the size of the houses and like how they are kind of like, we're going for like that dollhouse kind of feeling for it, which is a neat like little like way to go about it. I think right now it's like it's not quite like cozy, but like you can see it, like you can see where it's going and how it's going to get there, and I'm very excited for it. I'm excited for a TV because Sam keeps talking about TV, and I'm ready for a TV to exist. Someone referenced watching TV. Maybe it wasn't Sam. Brian wrote the dialogue. He would know, but he didn't write all of it though.
That is a bit I did not write.
That must have been Brent. We can blame Brent for that one.
I don't think Sam references the TV anymore, or Barney. I think it was Barney actually. I think we took that out. I got it
yesterday. I swear to God, it's there.
Hold up.
Oh, he's digging into yarn now.
I'm gonna dig in. Yeah, I'm gonna dig in. Sorry, Heather. Continue.
Please, no worries. We will wait for that awesome update when we find out. Okay, we can go to the next one. Thank you.
Yeah, we're on it's a crafting table, and
oh yes.
Currently, it has a dome over it. It does not currently exist, but
and I can explain.
Make the dome now, Heather. Shaders are easy, right?
They're so
they
easy.
They can't spin out of control really quickly, can they?
No, of course not. But yeah, for Alpha 2, a big update that we made was we added the ancient tech lore into the game. So we've got our cool new portals. We've got the story of the builders that are in there as well, who made the mech. So we were also making our own custom crafting table, because before I think we just had a regular little wooden table that was like another temporary asset. So this one, we wanted to build something that was custom made for the mech itself. So it's curved so that the mech could slide right up to it and like it would just curve perfectly around its body. And then we put the same type of cool patterns and glowing effects on here. And then Kim just came up with the coolest visual effects for this too. Oh my god, because yeah, like the table is supposed to glow when you're crafting, and then she had this gorgeous idea of like how there would be this beautiful dome of light that's kind of like protecting, because there's like some, I had references of like crafting tables where they would almost have not a sneeze guard, but you know, something kind of like that, like some type of like protective dome.
No, I'm ready for the salad bar crafting table. Now you promised it to me.
So this beautiful
sneeze guard. I can't believe that's the first thing you went for, is sneeze guard. Heather, come on. We're going for cozy here.
I'm so sorry. No, it's just beautiful. But she came up with a super gorgeous effect, and it might not like come out super well here, but there's also these beautiful little swirls that are in there too. But you know, sometimes there's just not enough production time to get things in. So we built the table, but we are going to get to the VFX later. So that's kind of like how some of these concept art pieces work. And actually, you'll see a lot more of those as we're going as well. So yeah, sometimes we'll only build part of it, but we've got designs for future updates too.
Yeah, I did move to the next one. The next slide actually looks very similar to what we're like currently at a little bit. Like it's got that kind of like hanging out near a fire vibe.
Ooh, yeah. Oh. Goodness.
I know everyone. I know someone in the game. I tried to put the game on here in this slot so people could see, and it's like not behaving itself.
Well.
But let's see.
All right.
Now,
well.
Okay.
I'll
Anyway, continue to talk to us about this totally cozy atmosphere that's ongoing, and we won't show what I believe Steven has gotten up to until we get back. Just kidding, I got it working.
Oh.
So now it can be in the corner. Everyone can see what Steven has done.
Okay. Well, chat, I'm so glad that you're excited about this piece. Oh, yeah, you can see in the upper right hand corner all of the chaos that's going on. I also asked him to think about what our game can look like in the future as well. So, like, there was a bunch of different areas where she could just explore and come up with, like, super beautiful ideas. And oh my gosh, again, Kim just, like, coming up with the most amazing ideas. And she made this adorable little fire pit with these little stumps for all of your cute little animals to sit on. And it's a little blocked by the chaos in the upper right now. But there's also like this gorgeous tree that's inspired by driftwood, where there's like a little slide that your animals go down as well. And there's also a lot of like little bioluminescent glowing pieces in the water too. And yeah, it's just so magical, and I can't wait for us to like make all of these assets so that we can get them into the game. So yeah, hopefully in the next one, we'll have all of these cute pieces in the game.
Let's see, what do we all, I already forgot. Oh, this is some more lushness. This is the one that I think someone said that, I think you said it's like, oh, it doesn't look like that yet. I was like, it kind of, this is the one that I remember looking at that like
yes.
looks the closest to what we have currently.
Okay, so yeah, another example is we were working on how we could fill up the wilderness with a lot of different temporary assets, so to just make it feel like a completely different biome from the home island. And again, some of these, Brian did an amazing job getting as much as he could into the wilderness, but we also like, you know, we were designing for the future as well, so we weren't expecting all of these things to get in. But again, Kim did a gorgeous job using a temporary asset set that we're using as inspiration for how we could decorate things and really create like beautiful landscapes and ways to help lead your eye to the portal in the center of the wilderness, as well as all of the different landmarks. So Brian had actually set up the wilderness in a really cool way, so it's got that like wheel and spoke kind of layout like Disneyland. So we treated it a bit like that, where we've got some amusement park landscaping that's just like super pretty and leads you to all the different fun areas to go around.
Oh, I found Steven's little secret stash pack.
Let me explain what just happened here.
Oh, these are oh, geez, there's all kinds of things happening back here.
I was getting ready in case we wanted to show something later by adding it to my inventory. Typed the wrong thing, added about 100 items to my inventory, which then explode out into the world. And I've mostly cleaned them up now.
I thought it was hilarious.
Sorry about that.
I just happened to look back right at the tail end of when it happened. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, the portal. The portals are so fun. We're not. There's a certain thing that we're not allowed to say about the portals here at Uncommon, so I won't say it.
Someone mentioned the fire pit. We can talk about that a little bit. I feel like this is kind of a funny thing. So this is a placeholder asset. We don't have our
the current fire pit. Yeah, it's a little small right now, but I'll try to zoom in on it as much as possible.
Yeah, if you notice the VFX on it, the particle system on it, it's just a bunch of fire emojis spawning and fading away.
At this point, the fire pit is one of the oldest things in the game. I don't know if it's the oldest that's in the build, but it's up there. Because this is the one that we had, I think, when I first started.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. Because we've always, even at the beginning of building this game, we knew we needed to craft stuff. So we're like, let's put something in there where we can craft something in logically. We built this little fire pit with emojis, and it's stuck around for quite a while now.
So that's what our budget is about now. We're just doing the emoji game. We did talk briefly about like whether we should make all particle effects be emojis. I think I'm against it officially, but like I do kind of want to see what happens. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in the art. I do want to kind of like move because I want to give Brian his time. I want to.
Oh yes. Yeah. So I could talk about this last piece.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, let's hit it.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, and this was like actually one of the most recent pieces that Kim worked on, and it was an example of how we could decorate vertical platforms and ledges, and also imagining what like a digital screen door could look like, since this is like ancient tech and we want to get more of that into the game. And this piece is just absolutely stunning, and she just did the most gorgeous job with this. So yeah, I can't wait till we get to this point. Kim, thank you so much for all of your incredible work. And Room 8, you've just been like just doing such gorgeous work. It's amazing seeing the concept art come to life and look exactly like the concept art. It's really, really exciting. So, but I really hope everybody enjoyed all these beautiful pieces that Kim has been painting over the last few months. And yeah, we've got a lot more in store. So, okay, I'll hand it over now.
Now we're going to talk about the most important art thing that you didn't mention, and that's the boxes. They're caboodles, right? Caboodles? Or they're reminiscent of caboodles, rather.
They are inspired by caboodles, yes.
Lovers of caboodles will also love the boxes, but they're bacoozles. That's what they are.
Yeah, so any 90s kids, or honestly, children at heart of today who love caboodles, including myself, yeah, that's what those are inspired by. But they're super sophisticated ancient tech versions. So yeah.
I love it. I'm here for it. It was the first thing I said when I saw them. I was like, is that? I mean, they're not the color that I remember from my youth, but that's because the colors of my youth would look atrocious in our game, I think. Like that particular lurid, like 90s pink was certainly a thing. And yeah, it's interesting. You said at one point something that like took, like, there's like just all this stuff takes so much time. I was telling my spouse like yesterday, day before, I was like, even something as simple as simple, lots of quotes around that one, as, I don't know, like, let's just say a grass texture, the ground, right? Will take like an expert, like an S-tier expert, if nothing goes wrong, and best case scenario, like a week, right? It'll take, if they're an expert and a tiny thing goes wrong that they could have predicted, it could take like 2 weeks, right? If something that they're like, oh, I didn't see that happening, you're looking at like a month, like for something like really, really simple. And this stuff, like, it just adds up so quickly. Like, it's like a week here, a week there. It's like it can be gone in a blink of an eye. And so the amount of stuff that has come in at the rate it's come in has been very. There's more boxes. Oh my gosh! Every time I look, there's new boxes. Which actually does remind me what Brian and Brent in particular both have been kind of working on what I would call almost the invisible labor component, and one of the invisible labors, because people do like notice game mechanics, right? But with like things like dialogue and building out recipes and doling out quests and stuff, people don't think about how much time that takes, even though I think that was probably like 80% of what Larian spent making Baldur's Gate. Was making all that stuff work. And Brian and Brent basically did that, I think, basically themselves. I didn't write any dialogue. Steven, Heather, did you write any dialogue?
Nope.
I don't think Steven did.
Brent and I talked about getting more of the team to write. But we never got around to it because everyone's so dang busy all the time.
I really wanted to. I told myself after last, I was like, I'm gonna do it this time. And it's like there was no way. There was no like way on earth I was gonna have time to do it. So I when I was like a kid, I just thought that like writing game, like I never thought about, like I was a big fan of like the Baldur's Gate 2, right? Which is another dialogue heavy game. I never really thought about how hard, like, actually making those systems are, because you're not just like writing a book, which itself is not easy. You have all these things. So like, just walk us through like what it was like for you doing, like, what do you even do? You use something called like Yarn, which is like all I know. is like your main interface?
Well, I mean, I could start with like kind of like what technically leads into our dialogue being kind of shown and all the systems built around it. But I think the work kind of started a long time ago, actually, with just kind of establishing what this world is and its rules. We knew we wanted a world with animals and mechs, but like you can do a ton of things with that basic concept. And so Brent and I kind of like have been working on this just off and on for the last year and a half or so. It's always like a work in progress because we add something to the game, we add a new mechanic or a new character, and that kind of makes us have to rethink the big picture and try to fit all the pieces together. So Animalkind, we knew was a world that was like a little silly inherently, like a bunch of talking animals making villages together and using mechs isn't going to be something that should be super serious. And we wanted a lot of the fun of the game to be that kind of inherent silliness and kind of working around it, giving players opportunities to do silly things. So we needed a world that like handled that well, and we need characters that handled it well. So that was like the first layer of work. And then when Heather came on board, it was like, well, who are the actual characters? Well, we want a dog and a cat and a raccoon to be the players. Well, who else is the cast of characters? We knew right away we needed a capybara because they're just really, really cool. We knew we wanted some birds in the game. I forget exactly how we picked an owl as the kind of mayor type character, but we got a blue owl.
Like no one made a decision. It emerged because it's like clearly the owl, right? Like it could be no other. Like it makes so much sense that like of course that is who it is.
And I knew immediately we wanted a squirrel. I was a big advocate of a squirrel shopkeeper character. I just like squirrels, and I like their kind of industrious and hoarding nature. It just felt like a great kind of way to ground the idea of like operating a shop with an animal character. So that's kind of how we got started on like who the animals are and who the characters are, and then we got to the writing bit, which is, well, what are their personality? How do you interact with them? We knew we wanted you to talk. Like we wanted our animal characters to kind of understand each other. There was a brief period where we were like, it doesn't make any sense for animals to speak the same language. So does the mech kind of need to be the interpreter? And I'm so glad we didn't go that route.
I was just gonna say I do like when games sometimes do just like they'll set up a premise, but like often sometimes like explaining the premise itself is silly. Like, and so I definitely am in agreement that like this is like sometimes it's like there's talking animals like they have like Disney character faces kind of like we don't need to go too far into it. Like
yeah, we do some hand wavy stuff like that. Like we knew we needed food in the world, but we didn't want animals eating other animals. So like it was just kind of against the very nature of this like cute game. So we were like, okay, what can they eat? How about fish? Fish aren't people in this game world.
It's like we're gonna turn a dark twist where like I Am Legend is gonna happen, where it's like we realize the animals are like actually not society and the fish are society, and what have we done? My poor tuna society.
That sounds like a interesting idea space, Austin. We'll have to think about that one.
Oh, he's acting like they don't joke about this now while everyone's paying attention. Okay, I see how it is. That's just me. That's fine. I get it. Hang me out to dry. That's why I'm here.
But yeah, like fish aren't people. That was kind of like a rule of the game world that we established that was important. And then we got to the business of writing the individual characters. I would say none of the characters are 100% me or 100% Brent, who's also writing a bunch. We kind of have handed them off between each other over time. I'm primarily the voice of Sam and Wendy, and Boris now too, whereas Brent does all of the others, and the Portal, who is now a character. Well, actually plays many characters in our game. We have different portals with different personalities, which is fun to discover. So we just kind of established who the personalities are and like kind of what they care about. Made sure that made sense with the actual gameplay. So Sam wants you to like find resources and like bring them to her so she can operate her shop. And Rosie's pretty hungry; she just wants food. And so we gave each of the villagers their thing, and then just kind of wrote around that. But it's not that simple, because our villagers also have behaviors, and they need to move around and respond to you. And this interacts with kind of the quest system of the game. So we use a plugin called Yarn, which is pretty widely used. It's used by a lot of like visual novels and kind of narrative games to manage dialogue, and we use it that way too. But around it, we built a whole behavioral system that it interacts with. So a lot of the joys of writing in the game is wrangling those two systems together. So when you talk to Barney, not only is he giving you some nice jokes or whatnot, he's also giving you something to do. And over the period of developing the game, we've had a lot of like fun little bugs and other things, like learning how to do. The console's being engaged.
I did it really quickly. I was like, the HUD was the cook thing was bothering me. I wanted to go away.
I agree. So yeah, our dialogue isn't just like pure writing; it's functional dialogue, is what I would call it. So it has to actually do things with our game systems, which is a fun place to be. It does not look like what you think it looks like in practice. It's got more of like a kind of HTML kind of scripting look to it.
My favorite character is Sam, partially because Sam pays me all the treats for stuff that I sell to her. She's also my favorite because I'm colorblind and she's small, and finding a red small thing in the grass is impossible for me.
No.
I'm always looking for that little creature. But I like that she's kind of like greedy, and like the more that you lean into my favorite. So I didn't get to write, but one of my writing notes did end up to the dialogue. I was very happy to see that, which is your stocks are rising in my book. And at one point, like the character knew kind of like what stocks in books were, but I was like, what if they didn't know? I was like, what the heck are you talking about? And then Sam was like, don't worry about it. Like, I like that Sam got like an Econ 101 book and like does have an advantage over everybody. She like made her own currency. She's like legitimately kind of terrifying. She made her own currency. Like, we're in her company town. Like, she... Thank God there's bits, because we would be in trouble if she was literally the only currency.
Yeah, Sam is a lot of fun to write. For a lot of the time making this game, like, we weren't that concerned with writing and kind of the characters. Like, we were so focused on gameplay. It was a big revelation when we got around to the work of actually giving our villagers things to say, that it was incredibly fun to see those characters come to life and actually have personality and have interesting things. The feedback loop of like doing a little bit of writing and then having someone like Heather react to it and be like, oh my God, did you see this line? It just kind of egged me and Brent on to go deeper. So the characters really flourished once we realized, hey, people actually like what we're doing here.
My favorite bit of dialogue so far is a quest. Actually, I just did it yesterday because I was going through Wendy's quest lines, and she asks you to deliver a message, and she just gives you. It's just whisper. It's like whisper, whisper, whisper. But you get to choose what pattern of whispers to convey to like whoever you're delivering the message to, and it's so dumb. I love it. Like this is so stupid. Like this is like precisely my like joyful sense, like the most joyful part of my sense of humor. Like the part that just like finds like just silly things funny. And like one of the things that I love as a player is not, and like I could go look, I could ask, I could find the answer, but I prefer to not know whether they have different reactions to the different whispers. I like not knowing. That illusion is fun for me. So stuff like that, I love that kind of stuff. But yeah, that. So how, like, I remember, like, you and Brent have been writing for so long. Last alpha, you guys really jammed writing in there very, very quickly. I don't think the two of you slept like for a week or something. It was pretty crazy. It piles up so quickly because like one of the things is like, oh, dialogue options would be nice, but that starts to like, and that's great, and we do have some, and I'm sure that we will have more, but branches start to get scary. Like you can get like out of control, like spaghetti code-esque level dialogue stuff going on, and it gets like multiplicative. I don't even know how we merge back into stuff if you choose an option. How, like I have no idea how any of this works. So it's a mystery and it's magical, and I think you and Brent have done a really good job giving people their different vibes. What has been the most like rewarding part for you for it?
I mean, just seeing people kind of like see the jokes, find them funny, like identify with the characters or appreciate them. That's joy enough. Like we breathed life into this red squirrel character, and now it's not just a squirrel; it's Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just amazing. I want to do more of it. Like you mentioned, having the player be able to kind of choose their dialogue choices and have meaning. I think we're only scratching the surface there, and I want to take it much farther. I don't want to go Baldur's Gate 3 level. Like that's an RPG. It's meant for that. We don't do a lot of that kind of branching stuff, but we can. It's just if you do it unwisely, the dialogue kind of gets exponential.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to kind of like learn how to manage it, give players enough without it kind of going overboard and breaking the game. And I'm looking forward to that challenge. That whisper quest you mentioned, I think that is like one of my favorites. I came up with that bit like 2 weeks ago. And I had to tone it down because I tried different reactions from who you were whispering to. And because you don't know what is being whispered, it's kind of like gives your imagination free rein.
You got to be careful with that. You can't be too allowing in what could be interpreted. Yeah, the first pass I took it too far. I like the reaction of gosh, what's his? He's one of the. So I'm very familiar with the core three. Steve. He's like, oh, this is gonna like fuel my inventions. Now, currently, Steve hasn't done jack to impress me with his capabilities, except collect copper. So we'll see if he's ever actually capable of actually inventing something. Currently, he can't.
Let the beaver cook.
Let the beaver cook. He's gonna invent hydroelectric power. I do want to move on. I
did write a little bit about hydroelectric, but I think Brent like bulldozed that particular line of dialogue.
I can see it. Like we haven't fully figured out what the relationship with technology is with our characters and our knowledge of stuff. So that makes sense to kind of like cut it out. He does seem like the guy who would know, though. If there was someone who knew, it would be him. We are, I guess, what time? Yeah, we're going a little spicy on time here. I did want to talk a little bit about technical hurdles. We might actually save that for the future. Other than, I guess, actually, we'll briefly touch on it. Steven, I became a millionaire in our alpha by helping Steven try to find out what was causing what I guess we would call the most generous duplication bug I've ever seen in a game. Do you want to like kind of like this is? I think this is interesting to talk about because it just shows you how hard it is to find even like things that are comparatively simple because of how like play experiences and scale and stuff. I don't know how long it would have taken us to find it organically.
Yeah.
So you want to kind of explain what was happening there? Because the explanation is actually very, very interesting.
Yeah, kind of at the meta commentary is that, our game is a sandbox game. There's just so much surface area. I think a lot of our work, especially in the last few months, has been to prepare for this larger scale game with a lot of players coming in. In our first alpha, we only had a few hundred players flow through. And our goal for this alpha, which we reached successfully, is to have 10 times that much, thousands of players coming through. And so we were pretty concerned about making sure our servers didn't fall over and the game didn't completely break. But of course, with all alphas, some things get through. And fortunately, I think you characterized this, Austin. You said every bug like this actually benefited the player, so no one's upset. So we had this duplication bug where stacks of resources could be duplicated up to 5 times. And the reasoning behind this was because of some of how our netcode works. We have rollback netcode, which is this really pretty hardcore network system that typically people use with fighting games, but it allows players with massively different latencies to be able to play together pretty smoothly because it rolls back simulation to play it forward again if someone sent something back in time because they were lagging. So it can kind of like figure out the state of the world. But our issue was that when we were rolling back to resimulate the world, there were certain cases where you could duplicate picking up an object multiple times. So you just end up duplicating it. And the player didn't even have to do anything that complicated. It was just kind of the situation with their world could cause it. So we found that it'll be fixed in a coming patch. Probably
Take
tomorrow.
advantage while you can.
Yeah. Or don't. You just play the game normally, but yes, it's still there. But yeah, I think on the technical side, a lot of it was just preparing for so many players to come into this alpha, and with the knowledge that some of them will be playing multiplayer, whether it's in wilderness with strangers or with friends in their home island. And so not just making sure things were secure, but also getting the Steam integration working well, getting voice and text chat into the game. In the first alpha, there was no way to communicate. We did have some very basic multiplayer, so you could basically see each other.
Hello, I am here.
Yeah. Now you can actually say hello to each other or type it out. And then the things that come with that, character customization so that you can have different colorings on your animals and different mech colors, and just so many little consequences of having players play together at this scale. It's just a lot of work. And then one kind of later addition we had to the wilderness was the salvaging gameplay. And that might even be worth a whole nother discussion. But
that came together
when
I think about how quickly that was thought of and then put in, it was pretty fast. Like in game dev terms, it was scary fast how quickly that was put in.
Yeah. But at the heart of it, we wanted to make sure that players had something to do together with strangers in the wilderness. A small little game to go collect these objects.
Every time I go to the wilderness, people are doing it too. Like every time. There's I see like 4 people stomping through the earth, and even if you guys do have to hop off, I am gonna run to the wilderness at the after, just because I don't have a life later. It's later where I am. I can chill for a bit. Whoa, God! Oh,
it actually works.
I didn't know it worked from my end too.
Yeah, it's multiplayer synced.
He made
you mentioned later, so I decided to try switching the time. This is kind of the other area of technical stuff, not to completely railroad whatever you're talking about, Austin. But outside of the scale and multiplayer gameplay stuff, it was a lot of visual development, working with Heather, getting assets in, building shaders and tech for those assets, and then kind of building up the atmosphere of this world. And so, we have our skybox and this dynamic time system and how all the grass renders. All that just took time to do well.
Lazy
to do
Lou just said that they haven't even seen nighttime. I was like, if you're on the East Coast, you might have to be up at night to see nighttime because it takes a long time to kind of get there. I don't know when it gets this dark, but
yeah, this one is set to midnight right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I used to the skybox is in lighting. Probably hands down my favorite changes, like as far as like single changes that were put in next to maybe the water, because I used to only want to play our game when it was like noon because the colors popped, and now it's like my favorite time is like sunset because it's awesome. Like I was like, oh, I always thought I would hate any time other than noon, and I didn't know. I love it now. The people don't know. The people do not know, but I know, and we all know that I did put in my loose, chaotic plan for this live stream that we might have a spoiler or two just for people who stuck around. Now, Steven is the arbiter of spoilers. I don't think Brian can stop him. They're too far away from each other physically. So, are there any like things that you're like pretty sure that we are gonna have in that people might look forward to that are going to be... He's like, I'm going to get on top of him. We're going to stop him this way.
Yeah, he's looking right into my eyes here.
Yeah, so like what kind of things like are you like, okay, they're just not there, but like they're going to be there and they're going to be awesome. Like what sort of things have you been thinking about?
Yeah, I mean, there's obvious stuff like more characters and more biomes and content in that way. So I don't think that's a spoiler for anything. We just want to flesh out this universe more. But coming soon, very soon, we're going to unleash some more terraforming tools into the game, even as part of this alpha. In the first alpha, we had a very basic terraforming tool. We'll bring that one back. It's the bulldozer. And we'll add a few more. And we're just kind of curious to see how players will react with it. Now, these tools are pretty raw, and that's why we were kind of hesitant to put it right at the beginning of Alpha 2, because people could essentially wreck their worlds with it. But they're a lot of fun to use. I think there's a lot of expressive possibility with it. I could equip one.
I thought I had one, but I think I had an old version of one.
Here, I'll drive a bulldozer a little bit.
Yeah,
just follow me. I'm in the blue one.
Terraforming is kind of one of those open questions in the studio still. Like, we have the voxel tech, but like, what do we want to do with it? But like, it's the alpha. At some point, like, it's like, hey guys, have fun with this toy. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bulldozer is a pretty fun one. I actually forget. So there's add, there's remove, there's paint the terrain to different stuff.
Yeah.
But there's also like, so I don't know, like what is like the ramp based one gonna go in, or is it just gonna be those basic ones?
Yeah. So the ramper is essentially the inverse of the bulldozer. So the bulldozer will flatten things, and the ramper will flat or add terrain to make flat ground underneath you. So you can kind of make these bridges because you could kind of tilt up and down as you move. You can actually create these ramps. That's why we call it the ramper.
I can't remember which of these does tools. Does populate give it to me? In populate?
I don't know if it'll give you the ramper, so you might just.
That's
have
fine. I just want the bulldozer.
Oh, okay.
We'll just see what happens. Hopefully, I don't crash.
Yeah.
Dang it! I don't have any of the tools. I just filled my inventory for no reason.
Oh no!
I'm gonna put a lamp down. Everyone can look at my lamp.
I dropped one for you, Austin.
Oh,
Go
sweet. Where is
nuts.
it? Is that okay? Let me.
Also, have some fish.
Okay, this looks more correct. Yes. Okay. Got some
I want this
bulldozer
drop.
action.
Make sure to have some fish so you can eat.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah. There's a. You know what? There was an infinite energy command. What the heck is it?
Don't. No. We don't need to put that out there.
Come on. I just want to make it infinite fine. Yeah, where's you
Just eat the fish.
Just eat the fish. You're a growing boy. Eat some fish. Oh my god, that is so much fish.
I saw a question that asking if like the bulldozer tool will be for pathing. You can paint paths with it, which will be really cool, or like the painting tools.
There's
we eventually do want to
one,
make
yeah.
some legit paths too. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, there's bulldoze, but then there's also, like you said, there's actual like paint terrain a certain way type one, yeah.
Yeah, and eventually I'd like to. I would love to make some stone paths as well, like little cobblestones and things. So yeah, we'll get that all figured out. But yeah, that'll be the painting paths will be something that you'll be able to do with these tools.
Gosh, running out of fuel here, energy here. There we go. Just ruin my earth. That is the thing though. Like you could very easily, like for me, I have no eye for this thing. Like I can't terraform for garbage. It does not work out well. But other people are more creative than I am, so I'm very curious what they do with it. Ooh, there's freaking colliders on these trees. Oh, I'm running into that issue. That one thing. Oh no. Okay, I got it away. There's this. I think this is also getting fixed in the next patch. There's like some interesting stuff happening with spawning trees and colliders. So yeah, that was basically everything we wanted to talk about. It was a loose conglomeration of ideas. I mean, I could talk. Brian, he's just going up there forever. You can technically lightly terraform right now. Do I have a? I don't. I do have a house, so I can show how.
How high can we go? Actually, I don't know.
There is a build
I don't
limit.
know the answer to that question.
Limit, or there was one. I don't know if there still is one. But there was one. But I did this in the wilderness at one point where I just kept placing houses to make our land bridge. And then I learned shortly after spending like 30 minutes doing it that after you run out of floof codexes, it doesn't send new players there anymore. And I was like, no one will see my beautiful work. To that end, if any of you do need to go, because you're important people who do important work, unlike me, who
very important,
who like literally my job is to make funny videos about stuff that's funny to me, and interesting to me. If you guys need to go, that is understandable. I am going to hop quickly over to the other game real quick, the actual, because we're on a secret build right now because we wanted to let Heather in.
Thank you.
Because currently we don't have open Mac support, but yet half the team is on Macs. So that is how things are. If anyone's leaving, would you like to say goodbye and thank you? And if you're not,
yes.
I'll
oh my
see
gosh.
you over
Yeah.
here.
Thank you so much for having us join, and thanks everybody for tuning in. It was great seeing you all get excited and chatting away. It was this has been awesome. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I also need to step out. So just like Heather says, thank you all for coming and checking it out. I'm so excited for the game. Alpha 2 has been going so well. Like the feedback has been really heartwarming, and then seeing people just engaging with the game, of course, is always the proof. And it's just it's been so great to see after all this time building it. So excited to bring more and to hold more conversations like this. I think it's a great way to talk to the community. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Austin.
Thank you for hopping on, Steven. I secretly know that there's a leadership meeting that we've eaten into, so I think Brian's probably going to leave us too, right?
I don't know if I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think we might cancel that one or push it back.
Oh, nice. So, I mean,
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
gonna
leaving, Brian, or
hang
are
out.
you going to play our game with me?
I love playing the game. I'm gonna play.
All right, sweet. You, Heather, get some rest. Steven gets Steven just had a kid, by the way, and he's like right when this stuff started happening. So he's like a lot of stuff going on in his life.
Yeah, so that's part of why I need to go now.
Yeah, I figured. All right, thank you so much for joining us, Steven, and Heather.
See ya.
And then
Thank
Brian's
you.
still with us. I'm gonna hop back I'm taking a minute to load in here. Suppose I can just switch over to it here. Transition. There we go. Got the loading screen. And the exact same world, except now I have all my stuff.
But no bulldozer, sadly.
I do not have the bulldozer. No, not yet anyway. I had a lot of fun, like nitpicking about where I wanted to put the little houses, like, and how I wanted to, like, the way I felt like the game wanted me to put them down. Oh yeah, I invited you to my world. I forgot about that. I felt like the game wanted me to put them down there, so I didn't put them down there. But the way, like, currently the home island is handcrafted, how it is, and so there's lots of different places you can put stuff, and I felt like this area spoke to me. Then I realized we had more villagers than we did, because I had this little, like, the three over here kind of like a little bit more enclosed on themselves, and I realized, oh, there's more. I need to figure out how to expand it out. So I've been very
I would
excited.
say, like, these plateaus are meant for towns and whatnot.
I mean,
the
it does
portals
feel like
is
the
more
perfect size.
convenient.
Well,
Did you plant all those trees down there?
I did.
Or are those
I
naturally?
did, which
Okay.
was a mistake. I didn't realize that they were as difficult to navigate around as they are currently.
Yeah, they got some weird physics going on right now.
Yeah.
That'll be fixed soon.
I'm gonna see if
Trademark.
anybody's out in the. Oh gosh, I hear you collecting every berry under the sun. It's like, as you're.
Oh no, I can't go to the wilderness. I have to do a quest first.
All right. Well, we got some here. We got Shy Guy and Quaggy.
I was trying to hang out with folks when I was drinking my coffee this morning, but I didn't actually meet anyone.
Hello,
So I'm glad
Quaggy.
we got some folks.
So hopefully they don't have voice chat on, because I cannot hear them because I have my volume turned down. But they can hear me. I just can't hear them. I don't know if you knew this, Quaggy, but I am with Uncommon, and we are in a live stream right now. Oh, Shy Guy says he can't hear us. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to be able to hear everything always. Hearing is overrated.
Might not be close enough.
No, I was pretty close. There's still a little bit. I mean, like, you don't know what anyone's volume settings are. It's always. Wait, he said they can't hear me. Oh no, yeah, he's probably. I was like, wait, is this that thing where it's like I say, can you hear me? No. It's like, wait, how did you know what I said?
Yeah, that one was a little suspicious.
That was
yeah.
a little suspicious, a little bit. Oh dang it!
He might have seen the other
39%
person say
already?
something though. All right, I'm on my way to the wilderness.
Okay, we'll see if you
Let's
get
do
the same
some
one.
chaos together.
There's only 3 of us here though, so I don't actually know how the prioritization works here.
We're from the same island, so we should
Oh, that's right. It has a prioritized.
get prioritized. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm gonna
grabbed
go in
this-
from the wrong side of the portal because I never do that.
There's a wrong side?
Yeah, the back side.
Oh, there is. They are different. Yeah. They're not that different. Oh, there's Brian. I see the nameplate and the hymns.
We're in. When I'm hanging out here, I like to just get on top of the portal, so people can.
I've noticed when people get the rocket boost, they always come up here. They always try to get on. Oh gosh.
Where are you?
Oh
up
god!
there?
I had a little bit of a hiccup there. There we go. All right, let's. Okay.
I mean, that's definitely a cool place to get to.
It's hard to get on top of the actual peak, though.
We made a couple of like little jump puzzles for folks.
Okay, come on. We can do this. We can do this. Sweaty hours here. Come on, you can.
My
do it.
favorite is the
that
the
almost-
circle of columns.
Is there a reward for that puzzle, or is it just there to be challenging?
It's just there for fun. Or is it? I had big plans for puzzles like that. We didn't get to do everything.
Puzzles are hard. You have to make them. That's what I always say. Like there are some guides for how to make riddles. You know, like I've seen that for like dungeon masters who want to make riddles that are like the right level of engaging. But puzzles are a little tougher, I think, because you have to think like I don't know. You have to think like you have to make the puzzle. That's hard. Like, I don't know what else to say. I guess it makes a lot of puzzle games. The way they make puzzles is they invent the core like conceit or mechanic, and then they just kind of like create problems around that. If we're just making puzzles in a vacuum, it's very challenging to do, I think. Not impossible, but challenging. I have no houses in my inventory. It's tragic. It's like my favorite thing to use.
What if you could make some?
I do keep.
How do you have 40,000 tuna?
I told you I was helping figure out what was happening with the debug or the duplication glitch, and of course I wasn't going to test it on a cheap thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's happening. I'm going to use the expensive thing.
I'm gonna duplicate some stuff then. I need some food.
It didn't work very well for me in the wilderness, oddly. It was very... Where's the houses? Am I crazy?
Need to enjoy this bug while
Why do I only have one home?
around.
Oh, what's something screwed up? I lost my house.
Oh, hey, these guys are scavenging. Awesome.
I didn't lose any other recipes. That's interesting. Wonder what happened there. That's an actual bug.
You guys want to do a big one?
Oh, wow. I do want to get a big one if we're going to do that. Yeah. Because I need more things to buy with bits.
This one's pretty hard, I think.
This one is rough. All the ones in the ruins are rough.
Yeah.
We did get one out. I think we got the one over here on the other side out, actually.
This one's worth a lot.
Let me see the grab points.
We just need to
kind of like wedge my camera into the ground.
Just need to wiggle
we
it.
definitely need more people.
Oh
gosh.
Dude.
No,
Austin.
No.
Austin, stop.
Okay, I'll go.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, that sound. It's not even like a bad sound, but like I have bad associations with it. So every time I hear it, I just.
All right, we got 44.
cringe.
We just gotta stay away from the trees and the bushes.
Can't see the. Oh God. You just tell me if I'm doing something wrong. I can't. Every time I try to look.
We do need like a third. This is gonna be rough. It's hitting the ground.
I'm just
Do I have a bad carry point?
Extra. Yeah, I think this one's off center a little bit. Or it's in the air now. Okay, I'm just gonna keep my camera up. And you tell me if I'm about to run into
we're
a
off of
tree.
the hill. I think we have a chance.
Hills are like, gosh.
Dude, that sound every time.
Oh! Okay, what if we stop and try to get lots of money if you help us carry this?
Need one more.
I also have tuna if you're desperate. Oh, stop it! Stop moving
I'm
it!
not doing anything.
I'm so scared. Stop it! That one was you. I'm not even touching my mouse right now.
Dude, it's just wiggling. It's just wiggling. Oh, is it because I'm rotating my camera?
Yeah, it's based on the camera. I'm literally not even touching my mouse. No one's coming over. I think we might just have to try to make it work. Oh, wait, someone's coming. No, Vanilla, come back here. Vanilla, help us.
We want help. It's shared. The prize is shared.
I saw a shadow to the left.
I can hear them moving.
Footsteps, but I'm afraid to move my camera. Sesame, help us, Sesame. It only has 15.
Vanilla? How much typical raccoon behavior.
It's like not my problem. There's they're helping each other. I see how it is.
Typical raccoons, you know.
Let's
It's
just try it.
chaos.
Let's just try it.
Oh my God, it's rotating so badly for us.
I'm afraid to look at what percentage. Oh God, I'm running into it.
It's double digit, you know. It's still good. Still good.
And we haven't done that game designer thing where we make the extra percent like twice as strong. Like 11% is 11%. Like my mech is trying to step on it. Oh my God!
Mech collisions are fine.
Except they can push it into the ground though.
Oh no!
All right, I'm wedging the camera all the way up, all the way up in the air. I hope.
This might be my greatest achievement if we can actually get this in.
If it bumps the freaking thing and dies, I'm gonna cry. I heard it. We did it. Oh god. Oh my goodness, that was horrendous. That was depressing. Okay, like I want to.
Oh, we got it. We got. I got 85 now.
Oh, I don't. So like
That's a big deal.
this is one of my notes. I was like, I have no idea what recipes I have, so I have to always go check. I think I have all the Zens. I have all the Zens. I don't think I bought any of the rustics from here.
Oh, I should change my name
Oh my
back
god, there's
to.
so many rustics.
How are people gonna know if I don't put uncommon in the name?
I mean, mine says I'm not Austin, so like no one will ever figure out who I am. All right. Yeah, the bits like they're gonna take me a long time to get all the recipes. I'm curious why my house. Oh, can you not build houses in the wilderness? Is that why? Can you not build them here? I didn't even think about that. You can bring them
Oh,
here.
you could.
Can you build them here? Yeah,
I
might
don't
have
think there's
lost it.
anything
It might be.
limiting that.
It might be an actual bug. I'm gonna check when I get back. But I didn't lose like any other recipes, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, the completionist in me like needs to get everything. I need two more.
I thought we let you, but maybe not. I don't have any of those recipes on me at the moment.
Unlock.
Let me check.
Unlock. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna leave a reward for anybody who wants it. I'm gonna leave 100 tuna, which is like an insane amount of tuna. Right here.
Yeah, it's only one like 1/100th of your
yeah, it's
network
not a lot
over
for
here.
And I grabbed this archive tablet to see if Steve actually wants it, but I don't think he does. But I grabbed it anyway. I'm gonna hop off because I'm thirsty, and I'm technically sick. But I made it through. We did it together.
Also, kind of late over there. For
it is a little late. I
so-
should probably make sure
yeah.
my kid isn't like eating their own fingers or something. Thank you guys for joining us. It was good to hang out with you. Would love to do more of these. Maybe some less structured. Maybe some we just hang out and play a little bit together. We'll see. This would be fun to do during not alphas to kind of show people what's going on. I think too, because it's a little bit high. I mean, but it's it's not as stressful as like a whole content plan. Just hop on here and get Steven to divulge secrets. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining me, Brian. And hopefully,
Thank you for hosting.
hopefully we'll see some more of you guys soon. And if you happen to not be in the playtest, go sign up for it now because it's on our Steam page. Search for Animalkind. And I don't know how often we're letting new people in. I can't speak to that. Totally outside my control. But, you might get in. It might happen. And we're about to have that crazy update with the terraforming. So thank you guys so much. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. And the stream is ended. We're good. We're safe.